Hello everyone, I'm Chris Hernandez and this is the Weekly Report, your look at news from the city of Kansas City, Missouri. This week we are reporting from Smart City Village. It's a pop-up installation to answer that question, what the heck is Smart City? The city is in the process of installing interactive kiosks as well as smarter streetlights and traffic signals. It's all in an attempt to make your experience better as a resident of this city, as well as a way to run the city more efficiently through the use of technology and data.
Each of these traffic control boxes talk to one another and they do vehicle counts, and so it's counting the vehicles so you get the most effective traffic flows. So what makes smart traffic in the smart city is using the technology to keep things moving fast and efficiently.
Also, our performance management staff is here talking with residents about transit and their commuting preferences. We will use that feedback and data to help drive decision making in the future as we look at big issues for city planning.
So that is the city manager's commuting patterns. So it shows us that per our key that he drives a motor vehicle, either a car, motorcycle, or scooter, and that he has a commute of about that length. So you can see just where people's commuting habits around the city is actually a little more yellow than I anticipated. So that's our public transit line. We also have a couple of people who, via the orange line here, say that they are walking to their office, which is kind of cool. We also have one biker, someone who takes a bicycle. That's our very own Rick Usher in the city manager's office, as well as someone who said that they carpool from Midtown to downtown.
There are a lot of things happening in other city departments. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Janet O'Hagan with Kansas City Convention and Entertainment Facilities. Spring is a busy time with graduations, dance competitions, meetings, and family fun taking place at your city facilities. Did you know that in 2016, over 2,500 students will walk across the stages in Municipal Arena and the Music Hall to get their high school or college diplomas? Congratulations to all those graduating and to their friends and families. The Bartle Hall Sky Stations, which has helped establish Kansas City's reputation as an art city, have adorned the skyline since their completion in 1994. During a recent inspection of the sky stations, a determination was made to repair the damage done to the easternmost sculpture due to a recent lightning strike. It is scheduled to be removed on May 8th from the pylon, disassembled, repaired, and then reinstalled in September 2016. LEGO Kids Fest is coming to Bartle Hall May 13th through 15th. With nearly 200,000 square feet of exhibit space, LEGO Kids Fest brings all of the creative, hands-on, minds-on fun of LEGO building and experiences together in one activity. An entertainment-packed family event for children of all ages. Bury yourself in the big brick pile. Play in 2 Star Wars areas. See brand new LEGO models. Check out Mixels, Nexo Nights, Construction Zone, and more. For more information, go to legokidsfest.com. Planet Comic-Con, Kansas City's largest comic book and pop culture convention in the Kansas City area, with a 17-year history, returns to Bartle Hall May 20th through May 22nd. The 3-day event features top comic book creators, a full schedule of panels and presentations, a vendor area filled with collectibles, and appearances by star celebrities including Stan Lee, George Takei, Edward James Olmos, and Lou Ferrigno, to name a few. For ticket information and schedule of events, go to planetcomiccon.com. To learn more about events taking place at Kansas City's convention and entertainment facilities, visit kcconvention.com and click on the events calendar or call 816-513-5000.
The new year is well underway, and in 2016, this is the year you said you were going to get in shape. Well, maybe you've already stopped, or you're losing your motivation, or maybe you haven't even started yet. The Kansas City, Missouri Police Department wants to help you get physical by showing you some of the ways our members work out. and give you some tips on how to keep moving. Officer Mike Huth is an instructor in defensive tactics and physical training at the KCPD Regional Training Academy. He says the beginning of the year may not be the best time to start.
So if I try to plan too much in there outside, or I try to start something new that's foreign to me in those months where I'm doing what I've done year after year after year, I set it up for failure because I might not be able to give it as much time or attention as it deserves to actually reach my goal.
Beginning an exercise routine is the hardest part, and oftentimes we start with a lofty goal. Huth recommends you set goals based on what fits your lifestyle.
One of the biggest things that we tend to do is set that bar too high, and then when we're suffering those early issues where we're not progressing at the pace in which we thought we would, we end up just getting mentally defeated and wanting to stop. Another issue is setting goals for having a beach body for the summertime, or having that perfect shape to go on a vacation or a cruise. And what we fail to realize is we set ourselves up for failure beginning a thought process like that, because we're not looking at a lifestyle change. We're looking at a number of pounds to lose, or a certain dress size to fit in, or pant size to fit in. And then when we get that, we go on that vacation and we completely let loose anything that we've gained, and now we don't fit in the dress anymore after vacation, and we're starting that process over again, and we're looking for a new reason to gain that momentum that we once had. I don't want to start off with the idea that, well, I used to run a mile a day, so I'm going to try to run a mile a day. Even if I could pull off that mile a day, by the time the delayed onset of muscle soreness sets in 2 days later, and I feel miserable and I need to take Advil just to get through the day, I'm not going to run that third day, and then I'm probably not going to want to run that fourth or fifth day, and it might be enough to break my spirit to run at all. So my recommendation is starting slow. If I did nothing for the last 3 months, then getting up and walking a quarter mile would be a huge plus into what I'm doing. Little steps to get you where you're going. It also builds confidence. So if I start off with something as small as walking a quarter mile a day, when I've got myself worked up to only walking a full mile a day, I've really done something. I can look back from where I came from. There's not a drastic step, but there's a steady improvement, and I never have to worry about going backwards, which is generally what kills us mentally when we're trying to obtain a goal.
Physical activity should be accompanied with other forms of healthy living.
And then you talk about what we're putting into our temple. How are we fueling our body? If we're eating for taste, we could all be in trouble. Food is delicious, and if you find something that you like, it doesn't have to be good for you to want more of it. So if you eat with a mindset of, I'm going to get my body prepared for that mile that I plan to walk today, what's going to do it? Banana cream pie, or a boneless, skinless chicken breast with some good spices on it? And I think that, and then you throw the sleep into it. What else are we putting into our system that we could do without? Do we need the cigarettes, the smokeless tobacco, any alcohol? Can we cut any of those things down to almost nothing if we can't cut them out completely? And then getting good rest to let your body regenerate itself and recuperate itself overnight, so you can get up the next day refreshed and ready to go.
A strong support system is also a good motivator to have in place.
I think probably one of the easiest things we can do is have somebody that's going to have our back and is going to politely question what it is that we're doing. So when I think about working out or church, or really even work ethic in general, I think about having those confidants in your life that you can say, here's my goal, this is what I want to do. If you see me getting off track, I need you to remind me why I started this to begin with. And it really doesn't matter what realm you're talking about, but especially in physical fitness, having that person that you can fall back on, or engaging the closest friends and family that you have, and making it a group effort. There's somebody there to question your motives if you start to slip, and to see you starting to slip and pick you back up and get you going and remind you what your overall goal is. And I think that's huge. We try to do stuff on our own. It's a very small percentage of people who are self-motivators, who can do things all by themselves, lone wolf style, if you will, and activate or be active at a very high level. So having that support group is huge, in my opinion.
If you've already given up on your New Year resolution to get healthy this year, just go ahead and get started again. It's never too late. I'm Dewa Alashkar. Have a safe week.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a beautiful spring day in in Swope Park, and of course we are here in the heart of Swope Park, largest park in our park system, almost 2,000 acres, and I think we're all aware there's a lot of great things in Swope Park, the Kansas City Zoo, Starlight Theater, the Swope Soccer Village, Lakeside Nature Center, a couple golf courses, pools, and a whole lot of other factors that are out here. And so we're going to have an opening for the Treetops Adventure is the name of this, and of course it's produced, built, constructed, and maintained by the company called Go Ape. We went out with a request for proposal a couple of years ago and tried to get the best in the business to build us a great course here in the park, and we found the company of Go Ape. They've been a great job, they've been a great partner to get us to this point.
My name is Dan D'Agostino. I'm one of the owners of Go Ape. I want to thank all of you for coming today. We've got a really unique and exciting experience here at Swope Park. Like Mark said, we've been working hard on this for a while now. So excited to be developing a public-private partnership with KC Parks. We've been wanting to come to Kansas City for a good period of time. We're really proud of our ability to work with some of the best park partners in the industry. KC Parks has an outstanding reputation, and so far we've just been thrilled with the partnership. So what is Go Ape? What it is for our participants, and we hope many of you have an opportunity to experience the course here today. You'll get a specialty climbing harness, get about 30 minutes of instruction on how to safely and effectively use that harness, and then after going through training, you're really going to be up in the treetops for about 2 to 3 hours, 30 to 50 feet off of the ground, going through rope ladders, Tarzan swigs, trapezes, bridges, tunnels, and 5 zip lines, the longest of which is about 500 feet long. When you go through the course, we're really doing our best to show off some of those beautiful aspects of Swope Park, and could be more excited about where we are within the park. And just want to thank KC Parks and all the residents of Kansas City for allowing us to be here, and we just can't wait to get you up in the treetops.
It's always good to develop public-private partnerships and do things that are best for the community and enhancing the community and the assets that we have. And Swope Park is one of the best assets that we do have, our park system as a whole. But since Swope Park is in the 5th district, in which I serve, it's the best park that we have. So let's get started and let's get on the way.
Most importantly, we have our attorney here today, Lana. Hi, Lana. Kim Hess from Lakeside Nature Center. So we're going to cut a ribbon, guys.
All right.
There you go.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
The most important rule today is to always attach your trolley to the safety system. And to do that, you're going to take your trolley, point the arrows away from you so you're looking at the Koala Equipment logo. You're just going to put it on just like that. It'll slide right on.
When's the last time you noticed a manhole cover? Starting soon in Kansas City, you'll have a very good reason to look down.
I hope it catches their attention. I hope it helps them think.
This is the new design that will be on 100 manhole covers. Kate Corwin of Greenworks Kansas City and artist Michael Buster created it.
And I also hope that they begin to understand that the trash that goes on the ground, the car fluids that end up on the ground, the fertilizer that washes off of our lawns, when all of that goes down into our rivers and creeks and streams.
Well, I hope it catches their attention and kind of makes them look down and read what's going on and educate them about, what they put down a storm sewer.
KC Water launched the design contest so a local artist could create a water quality message that would resonate with the public. From 50 entries, this is the winner. KC Water's water quality educator Laura Ish explains why this effort is so important.
Most storm drains on the side of the road lead directly to creeks, streams, and rivers, and you never know which ones do and which ones don't, so it's best to try and keep them all clean.
On this day, it was apparent how much trash had washed down storm drains and into Brush Creek after a morning rain.
Protecting water quality in our urban creeks, streams, and rivers is not something Kansas City Water Services can do alone. It's something that takes the help of everyone. We have to all keep trash out of the storm drains. We have to all keep leaves and grass clippings out of the storm drains to help reduce flooding and protect the water quality in our creeks and streams.
The new covers will be placed in strategic locations throughout Kansas City, north and south of the river. Remember, dump no waste, drains lead to the river.
Hi, I'm Consuelo Cruz with Culture and Creative Services, bringing you information about upcoming arts and cultural events that are brought to you with support of the Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund. Spring is here and outdoor event season is here as well. And we are outdoors at 31st and Troost with Susie Rowling to talk about Troost Fest. It's happening May 21st from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And Susie, you are an active committee member on the planning of the festival. Can you tell us how the festival got started and what was the purpose behind it?
Yes, thank you for asking. The festival was originated by community members that wanted to celebrate one another. So it's called Neighbors Celebrating Neighbors. We did not want Troost to be a dividing line. Instead, we wanted it to be a gathering place. People from north, south, east, and west to gather and celebrate one another and our wonderful community.
And you have quite a variety happening during the entire run of the festival from 10 to 8 p.m. You have fun family event. It's a fun family event, but it's also free. Can you tell us about some of the performers and how they were selected and what could visitors expect when they come to the event?
Sure. It is a family-friendly event. It's a dry event. We will have different vendors and lots of different food from all different ethnicities for people to enjoy and eat. We'll have a kids area with a bounce house and different arts and crafts and face paint. Then we'll also have a stage where different musical groups perform. We advertise on our website and word of mouth. There isn't anyone who's performing or coming that is getting paid for their service. Now you can sell your food items and you receive your money for that, but none of our performers receive a stipend from the festival. So everyone is doing volunteer work.
And your performers are not only from the area, they are from across the city. So it's nice that they bring their representation from their communities, but they also bring audiences perhaps from all around the city. So it's not just from the neighborhood. You really get a chance to share what's happening here with the rest of the Kansas City community. Is that correct?
Correct.
And how has attendance been? Because this is your 12th year.
Attendance is great.
Has it just grown over the years?
It's grown, and since it's a free festival, so a lot of times earlier in the day there's more families, and then as the day goes on, families may have different events or soccer games or stuff to attend to. We get more of a younger crowd of college students or single individuals living in the neighborhood.
So what are the parameters? Because we're at 31st and Troost, we're at the corner of 31st and Troost, but what are the parameters of the festival?
The festival will go from 31st and Troost to Linwood and Troost, and the city allows us to block off the entire block, so it's very safe too. There's no traffic for opportunity for anyone to, if you're hanging out in the street, to get hit by a car.
Good.
And so it's really safe. And this area where we're at right now is where the kids' activities are, and we'll have it blocked off. All the cars will not be here, so it'll be a safe area for the children.
Well, and I think this is such a fitting place that you invited us to, because we're right in front of the Alexander Austin mural that not only highlights the historical connections to the area, but the historical connections from the country and from the region. So it's what you were saying about connecting communities and people is so important, and it's such a great beacon to have art, but to have a mural that has all of those references that are what Troost Festival is really celebrating.
Absolutely.
How would people find out more about the event?
Troostvillage.org has lots of details, and it'll have the lineup of performers. Operation Breakthrough Kids will be performing, and that's very exciting.
It's also very multicultural, because you
Correct.
have Amado Espinosa, who's playing
Yes.
music from Latin America. You have bluegrass and folk, and so it's such a variety of really what Kansas City has to offer.
Right.
Throughout the city.
Jazz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's great.
Well, thank you
It's a
for
wonderful festival.
Thank you for telling us about it. Thank you for inviting us to this space that is at 31st and Troost, and we look forward to seeing everybody here. And for more information,
troostvillage.org.
Thank you.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund supports local nonprofits that bring cultural, social, educational, and recreational activities to our area. To learn about additional upcoming events, visit kcmo.gov/ntdf.
We also had a big groundbreaking this week. Water Services Department kicked off a project at 81st and Troost. It's in South Kansas City in the Marlboro neighborhood. It is the single largest green infrastructure project in Kansas City history. It covers an area with more than 10 acres.
So today we did the groundbreaking for the largest green infrastructure project that we've undertaken to date. We're using green infrastructure to hold back stormwater, keeping it out of the combined sewer system. This project will hold over 11 million gallons in a big rainfall event and keep that from overflowing mixed with sewage into the Blue River.
What have you heard from residents?
Residents are excited about this, to see something new coming into this community. It gives them a sense of hope. It has brought them together to rally around a common cause. It's creating a new energy in this community that's so needed, and so we look forward to the ongoing momentum that comes from this project and the future work with staff and the neighborhood leaders as well.
Green infrastructure projects provide a very good opportunity to incorporate the community and its needs into the project planning process. This 10-acre site will be an opportunity for the community to have additional investments for a common meeting space, a community garden. They recently obtained a grant from the Conservation Fund to help do some programming and some initial funding to actually construct additional amenities on the site.
1, 2, 3.
So remember, the streetcar is running, right? It's still running. The fare is free. It has frequent service and even late night service on the weekends. Be sure to check out all of the smart city installation and improvements that you'll be seeing along the streetcar line. And as always, thank you for watching Channel 2. To view this program again or any other Channel 2 videos, just go to our website at kcmo.gov and search Channel 2. That page has a link to our YouTube channel, and that'll take you to all the great programs we have for viewing on demand. That does it for this edition of the Weekly Report. From the Smart City Village, I'm Chris Hernandez. Thanks for watching and have a great week.